What's going on, guys? Merry Christmas. I hope everybody had a good time opening up gifts and spending time with family. I'm just out here today. All my kids are grown, and we had Christmas the other day where we could all be together. And I'm out here working on old Scrappy. And so this series of Let's Build Something America, I'm not a professional guy like you see on TV. I'm just one of you guys out here trying to do some of the stuff I've seen done on TV. And so by no means am I trying to be a professional. And sometimes people have comments, and that's okay. Most of the time that's people that's never built anything. The whole challenge of what I'm doing is trying to just learn how to do this stuff, and mistakes and all. I made some mistakes on this truck when I chopped it originally, and I widened the cab and then found out I couldn't get any glass for it. At least not in Texas where I live. You may live somewhere that has a place that forms glass, but I was stuck with an option of putting plexiglass in the truck. And so I opted to cut the top off of it and get another top from a donor truck, which fits this truck perfect. The theme of this truck was give to me. My father-in-law passed away. My brother-in-law gave me the truck, and I cut the frame down, did 4-link suspension in the rear, QA1 suspension up front. I built a aluminum headed 402 big block for the truck, and it's about roughly 500 horsepower, maybe just a little bit over that. Pretty nasty little, big block for the street. It'll be fun. It's not going to outrun everybody, but it'll be a fun truck to drive. And so I nicknamed this truck Scrappy because, number one, the truck was give to me. And number two, I'll show you here in just a second, pretty much everything on this truck was give to me. And the pieces and parts that I'm using, other than the top that I just had to buy, and I gave $80 for a whole cab, cut the top off of it, and I'm learning how to do this. So you guys tune in, y'all comments, like and subscribe, good or bad. Everybody's got their own comments, but I'm just having a little fun on Christmas Day. So let me show you around this old truck a little bit. I went with 15-inch old school wheels because I'm almost 60 years old, guys, so I'm just having a little bit of fun. It's got a nice little aluminum headed 402, and it's got a Howard's Rattler cam in it, and some good roller rockers and headers and all that stuff. It's a pretty torquey little motor. It actually sounds good. I've got a video of it out, but not going to do a whole lot with underneath the hood other than what you already see. Of course, it's got the QA1 suspension, and I've got to honestly say the QA1, there's a few modifications you have to do to the frame, but I'm really impressed with the QA1 suspension. Sorry about the camera work, but it went in really good, easy to understand the instructions. And but anyway, a good friend of mine gave me pretty much this front end kit. So I didn't buy any of this. It was all give to me. I didn't buy the carburetor. It was give to me. I did buy the wheels and tires. The truck was give to me. I bought the top. And by the way, if you're thinking about chopping one of these trucks, let me tell you, it's a lot of work. But the reward is, getting to do something that you've never done before, or that I've never done before. I cut the bumper off, put a roll pan on the front, just have it tacked in place. I'll show you what I did around back. I've got this A-pillar put in, and it's just tacked in place. And I'm fixing to cut the top of the doors off. This is a 4-inch chop that I had already done. As you can see, I never finished welding up anything. And I used it to set the roof down on where I could get the roof squared and level. And then, of course, I welded some braces in there. But these are all the pieces that I've got to chop up and put in here. Just a 4-inch chop, you can see how much difference it is from there to there. It'll have to, the angle will have to lay, you know, over quite a bit. And I may have to do a little coping here and then cut the door one more time to get the angles to look fairly good. In the rear of the truck where I chopped the frame, I have I built a drive shaft loop that doubles as a 4-link bar setup. It's got a little 9-inch in it. I built the shock mount back here. I've never seen that one like this done before. I don't know how well it's going to work, but we're going to find out when we get the old truck on the road. And I'm not going to put a bed in the truck. I am going to put a fuel cell right here. Of course, the exhaust is just sticking up through there. We don't have to have an inspection sticker. So back here, I've never seen this done before. And you tell me if you like it or dislike it. But what I did was I took a fleet side tailgate. It was brand new, but it was damaged in shipping. And a friend of mine gave it to me. And I cut it in half, as you can see the weld seam right there. I cut it in half, shortened it, and then cut all of this off of the back of the truck, and then just made the truck body lines match the tailgate. And then I welded a piece of pipe in here and coped this and angled it with the fenders so all the angles run together. I'll have a little piece of plate that'll weld in here and a little body work. But the reason why I did that was to give it the look that it has here all the way around. And then so just mixing 2 different body styles together, and I don't have a need for a tailgate. It's all welded solid for strength, number 1, but for 2, I can just reach over and pop the cap off the gas tank and fill it up. So no need to have an opening and closing tailgate for me personally. And that's just some of the stuff that I've done to it so far. My plans for the truck basically is just I'm not going to paint it. I'm not going to do a lot of body work to it. The wheels, I'm just going to leave everything and let it rust, put a little clear coat on it. And the nickname of the truck is Scrappy. So pretty much built out of scrap parts, giveaway stuff. A buddy of mine gave me the catch can, or the catch can and the overflow tank from Summit. I don't make a lot of money, so needless to say, this kind of stuff, you know, having buddies that give you things from time to time off their hot rods and stuff they have laying around, it just kind of helps an old boy out like me. I work for a living like 99% of y'all. I'm just out here having a little bit of fun and trying to build something unique. I'd like to take the truck to a drag and drive event, even though it's not going to be fast. It'll be probably somewhere in the high 11, 12-second range, something like that. But just to have a little fun and take it on a vacation and go on a drag and drive event eventually when I get it finished. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and man, get out and do something. The name of this channel is Let's Build Something America, and the reason why is we're sitting in front of TVs all the time and playing video games, and this art of just, you know, building something that, you know, basically no one else has, it's kind of a dying art. So I hope you guys get out and get in your shop, get back on your projects. You know, Roadkill Garage and Roadkill basically started it for me, and Martin Brothers and all the TV shows that were doing heavy modifications to vehicles. I've always been into cars and drag racing, and obviously motorcycles. I've got a shop full of bikes, and I just bought a Harley. I enjoy riding it when the weather's good, but just this old truck gives me something to do and occupy my time other than sit in front of a TV. Like I say, I'm almost 60 years old, so getting out and doing stuff like this really just keeps me going, gives me something to do. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope y'all have a blessed Christmas and a happy New Year. Stay safe, get a designated driver, have fun, do what you want to do. Just make sure you don't hurt anyone else doing it. Y'all be safe, and remember, let's build something America.